Today we're going to be going over the best way to grind money in Roblox Jailbreak as of 2025. I'll be giving you guys all of the best tips and tricks how to get money on the police team and also on the criminal team. So by the end of this video, you should know all of the best grinding methods in the game to make the most amount of money and easily get millions of dollars. But before we go ahead and get into that, here we are going to be doing a free Javelin giveaway at 31,000 subscribers. If you aren't aware, the Javelin here is like literally the 5th best vehicle in the entire game in terms of top speed, so this thing will be extremely helpful for grinding money, which is actually really good for this video. But if you want to go ahead and enter the giveaway here, all you have to do is subscribe and turn on post notifications, so that way you will be notified of when the giveaway happens. But now with that out of the way here, let's go ahead and get straight into this. The best way to make money in Roblox Jailbreak as of 2025 on both the police and criminal team. So let's go ahead and start with the police team here, and probably the best way to make money on the police team is by bounty hunting. And basically, if you don't know what that is, it's basically just server hopping, collecting a bunch of the big bounties in that server. I've used this method before in the past to get money on alt accounts, and it's really helpful. Even on a brand new account with barely any vehicles, it is the best way to make money on the police team. And the best part about this is you do not need any game passes either. The main issue with grinding on the criminal team is that you need a lot of game passes to actually get a pretty substantial amount of money. For example, let's just say I started a brand new account and I wanted to grind some money on the criminal team. Well, I'd first of all need to get the duffel bag game pass, because without that you're pretty much just wasting your time. I would also recommend getting the premium garage game pass over here as well, because if you're on the criminal team, you're constantly on the move, you always need a vehicle with you, and it's pretty hard to get one without that game pass. If you're playing on the criminal team as well, you might also want to get the boss and VIP game passes, because the boss game pass gives you robbery notifications, which is pretty helpful in public servers, and VIP also gives you some extra money. So yeah, overall, if you don't have any Robux or game passes, then the police team is just automatically your best option to get money extremely quickly. But anyways, if you haven't done this before, it's actually incredibly simple. All you need to do to bounty hunt in Jailbreak is go ahead and open the Roblox Jailbreak page on your browser. Over here, you could be using Google Chrome, whatever. I don't really care. It's the same anywhere. As you guys can see here, this is the Jailbreak game page, and what you're going to do here is you're going to go ahead and scroll down over here to the other servers page, and you're going to press on the number of players here and put this to ascending. And basically what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be doing some server hopping, because obviously if you stay in the same server, the bounties won't regenerate like just automatically. You actually gotta like move servers, so that way you could get some pretty high bounties much quicker. By the way, if you're playing on mobile, this is pretty much the exact same on the Roblox app as well. I think the menus look a little bit different, but it should be in the exact same place. Anyways, you guys can see here now I'm at the servers where there's roughly 7 to 8 people in every server. The reason we're going to be going into these is because from my experience, those are the best servers to find all of those high bounties. I'm assuming that's just because people like small servers to grind in if they just can't afford private servers, or maybe they're just grinding with their friends or something like that. Who knows? But what I know is these have all of the best bounties. So let's go ahead and join one of these servers here and check the bounties. Now, obviously, every one of these servers won't automatically have high bounties. You might get one with absolutely no bounties. You might get one with like absolutely amazing bounties. It's random each time. By the way, the best bounties to look for are the 20k bounties, or somewhere around $15,000, because that's pretty much the max amount of bounty you could get in Jailbreak nowadays. Unfortunately, I did not get that this time. And yeah, basically all we're doing here is we're going to keep on server hopping until we get a good bounty, and in this one, yes, $17,000. This is an example of a really good bounty. So once you've found yourself one of these, you're obviously going to go ahead and switch to the police team. Try to open the chat here so that you can go ahead and read what they're saying. That's really helpful, and yeah, you go ahead and try to find them. The best way to stop people in Jailbreak nowadays is to go ahead and come over here to one of these gun stores and get yourself a revolver and a sniper. And basically how you stop vehicles with these two weapons is you go ahead and get your sniper, shoot it, and then you go ahead and get your revolver out. And you guys can see that I pretty much just instantly popped my Javelin's tires. It's really overpowered. The people here in the chat are saying that they are fans. Honestly, I do not think they will be fans of the channel after this. According to the chat, they have just completed a bank robbery, which means they are near Crater City over here. That is really, really helpful. By the way, I did just upload a video of all of the best glitches in Roblox Jailbreak a few days ago, so if you want to go ahead and learn a few of those to make yourself even better at the game, then yeah, make sure to go ahead and watch that after this. So yeah, let me just go ahead and arrest you. $11,000. Another really helpful thing for bounty hunting here in Jailbreak is using the holograms. These things are also very overpowered. So the guy with the high bounty is right on over here near the museum. They're just saying in the chat, oh no, I'm cooked. Yeah, I don't think you should be typing, oh no, I'm cooked in the chat when you should be like fighting back against a police officer, man. Pro tip, do not do that. There seems to be a little criminal boy over here in the power plant. Let me just go ahead and come in there with him and arrest him. $7,000. I don't really know where the guy with the high bounty is now. There seems to be a guy right on over here. I believe this is the guy with the high bounty. Yes, $17,000. And yeah, from there you go ahead and press Alt F4 and keep server hopping. Over here in this server, we have a, let's see, over here, we have a $11,000 bounty. Pretty good, but honestly not really worth my time. Moving on to this one. Over here, we have a $20,000 bounty, $13,000, $5,000. This is a pretty good server. So let's go ahead and switch teams over here and go ahead and get all of the gear that we need. Never mind, this server has an auto robber. This is not helpful. Yeah, if you run into a server where there's an auto robber in it with the high bounty, honestly, just go ahead and skip that server because it's not gonna be really easy to get them and you'll probably just be wasting your time. Yeah, I'm dead already. But yeah, now in this server, we have a guy that doesn't look like a hacker with a $20,000 bounty. Let's go ahead and get that gear and let's try to get him. There's a guy right on over here. Is this him? Let me go ahead and do this little funny shenanigans. Please stop your car, Sir Jason. Stop. There we go. Yeah, this is the guy right here and $20,000. Let's go ahead and server hop. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys get the point here. You just keep server hopping over and over again until you keep getting those high bounties, and eventually you should be getting enough money to get whatever you want. But now moving on to how to get money on the criminal team extremely fast, things do get a little bit more complicated here. So first of all, one of the main things that you'll have to know is all of the robbery groups. Here is a little map of all of them. We have the tomb group over here with the tomb, obviously, the cargo ship, and the cargo train. Then we have the rising city group over here with the bank, the jewelry store, and the museum. And then we have the passenger train, cargo plane, and power plant. And then over here at the top, you also have the crater group with the crater bank, the casino, and the oil rig. This map is a little bit outdated, so it doesn't have that, but yeah, you guys get the point. So starting here with the oil rig crater city group, basically you just do not want to do the oil rig at all. Just completely avoid this, and all you want to do when it opens is come over there, place the C4 to start it, and leave. This is because obviously the oil rig isn't a solo robbery, and really it's just a giant waste of your time, and if you're doing it solo, you'll really only get like $3,000 or less. It's not really worth your time. Obviously you could use a glitch to get access to all of the areas that you can't get access to normally while doing it solo to get more money, but that takes even longer and it's not really worth it at that point. So now that just leaves you with the casino here and the bank, which honestly they're both pretty much the exact same most of the time, so you don't really need to worry about which order you're doing it in. But one thing you should know about the bank here is if you want to go ahead and get in here without a key card, if you're doing this solo, go ahead and do the Youngblood Happier Jump emote no clip glitch. It's extremely helpful. It also works on the top of the casino, so you could go ahead and no clip straight into the elevator without having to find the code. So overall, it's a really nice glitch to know. Basically how you do it here is you face backwards to the door you're trying to no clip through. You go ahead and do the emote like this, zoom in a first person and crouch something like that, and you guys can see I have now gone straight through the door. And from there you could go ahead and do the glitch again over here on the elevator and no clip straight into the casino without having to do any of that code shenanigans, which actually saves a lot of time in grinding. And yes, as you'd expect, that is also extremely helpful for escaping jail, you know, getting into the bank, doing all of that stuff. So yeah, if you don't already know that, then I don't really know what you're doing. Anyways, moving on to the tomb robbery group over here, you guys can see we got the tomb, the cargo ship, and the cargo train. Probably the best way to do this is by doing the cargo train first, then going over here to the cargo ship, and if you can, try to do the tomb as well, but that is just very time consuming and it's not really good if you're trying to do it solo. And while thankfully for us, if you're in a private server by yourself grinding as well, it will just automatically skip the tomb for you, so you just won't have to worry about it at all. Moving on to the Rising City robbery group over here, honestly, it doesn't really matter which order you do it in. If you're doing it solo, then the museum will also automatically skip, like the tomb as well. And yeah, from there you could go ahead and rob the bank or the jewelry store. It doesn't really matter which order you do it in, because either way you're still going to be getting that money in the end. But then from there we have the passenger train, the power plant, and the cargo plane. All of these are pretty decent robberies. So basically what you're going to do here is you're going to go ahead and quickly do the power plant, turn that in at the volcano, come back from there all the way and do the cargo plane. Then from there you go ahead and do the passenger train. So by doing that, you should have gotten every single robbery in that robbery group extremely easily without wasting any time. Something you should remember though, if you're grinding in a public server and there's more people with you, it just won't automatically skip these robberies. For example, you might have to do the tomb and you might have to do the museum. If you do end up having to do the museum though, honestly, it's not that big of a deal, because as you guys could see here, it's incredibly simple. All you gotta do here is come over to one of the sides, go ahead and complete the puzzle over here, go to the door, slam your face up against the wall, and drop your bag through it, because for some reason that's just how the game works. And then from there, all you gotta do is go ahead and do the emo no clip glitch like that. And as you guys can see, I just completely soloed the museum. Well, obviously I didn't solo it because I have my ult account up there, but you guys get the point. As for the tomb, there's no real good tips I could give you there. It's just really one of those robberies that take forever to do, unfortunately. So basically, if you're robbing on the criminal team, you're trying to get a bunch of money, go ahead and follow everything I said, and always do it in a small server or a private server, because yeah, public servers with a lot of people, they get really annoying really fast. But yeah, with that, those are all of the things you have to know about grinding money on each team in Roblox Jailbreak. Me personally, I'd probably just grind on the police team, because yeah, the criminal team is very time consuming and it's just not really that good anymore. You can get hyperchromes on the criminal team by doing robberies, but yeah, if you're just trying to get money and money only, then the police team is a much better option. Another thing to consider is how easily you'll get burnt out by doing it, because obviously doing the same robberies over and over again, that gets boring very, very fast. Now this may vary depending on which things you enjoy in Jailbreak. You know, you might like grinding robberies over and over again, or you might absolutely hate it like me. So what I'd recommend to do here is just try out both methods for a few hours and see which one you hate more, and whichever one you hate more, do not do that and do the other method. But yeah, there is also a few other ways to get money in Jailbreak that are also really, really quick. You know, you could go ahead and grind airdrops, you could grind the mansion over and over again. I have tons of guides on the channel of the best ways to rob the mansion, do the airdrops and stuff like that, so if you want to go ahead and check those out, I will leave a link down below in the description. And so yeah, with that, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.